Welcome to Charlotte's Wandering Web with your adventurous guide to the good times, Charlotte Tweed. Each week, Charlotte takes you on the journey of a lifetime to a delightful Caribbean locale where the sun never sets on your good life at a great price. And now with her muy amigo, Carib Carter, here's your host, Charlotte Tweed. Hello, 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 and welcome to Charlotte's Wandering Web. Grab your coffee because we have a great episode today. Charlotte has a casa nueva, a new home, and we're going to talk about it and even show you a video. Charlotte, congratulations.
Thank you, Carter.
It is fantastic. I'm blessed because I saw the video, and it is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's my new little oasis, and it really doesn't even feel real. It's surreal. It's pinch me that I'm actually living in a place this beautiful.
It is stunning. Matter of fact, let's share the video with the home viewers, and then we'll come back and talk about it in detail. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, Gary, let her roll.
Our new home. And this is our unit. Literally steps to the pool.
Wow. Wow, that is, I wish I were there. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Tell us everything about it. How you found it, what it cost, the lease, all the details.
My husband found it online, actually, and I told a little story about it before when we had decided to come rent it. That when we first got to Ajijic and we're looking just to see what the rental market was like, this condo came up and we went, it's perfect. Love it. Like, it was beautiful inside, even more beautiful outside once we got here and saw it.
Yeah.
And it had went off the market. So someone had leased it, but we weren't seriously looking at that time because we didn't have our temporary residency. So we honestly thought we would be leaving Mexico in June this month.
Okay.
But, backing up of that, we got our temporary. And when we got that, my husband started looking again, and the exact same condo came back on the market. The people who leased it backed out of the lease. They went back to the States. So it was just...
That is known as a godsend.
That is a godsend. Yes, that is a godsend. Yeah.
Yes.
It's been incredible how everything has fallen together on this journey. It's been incredible. So... And when we were looking, we had our dollar amount in mind, how much we wanted to pay for rent. So our maximum was $1,000 a month is what we were
Okay.
going to pay.
All
So
right.
that's where we started. So this condo that we're in is 950 USD a month, and it's 2 bedroom, 2 bath, was built 2 years ago. So it's fully furnished, beautiful furnishings inside. It includes internet and a gardener. I have a gardener. It's been my dream to have a gardener and a housekeeper. And in our lease, the housekeeper's not included, but we have to have a housekeeper come in once a week. But it's only 250 to 300 peso, and I think that works out to is it like $12 to $15 a week to have someone come in and
Wow.
do a full cleaning of
Wow.
our house.
Wow. Now, I also have a Latino gardener, my wife, who, wait a minute, let me make sure she doesn't hear that. Actually, she loves it. She loves being the gardener. So the gardener is included
Yes,
and the internet's included. Now,
internet's
950,
included.
that video, what you showed us on that video
Mhm.
would cost at least 2,000 in the US, probably closer to three.
Mhm.
Because I mean,
Mhm.
it's stunning. It's got everything.
It
It,
is. We
it's
have a
it's a
pool.
luxury development
It
condo.
is. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
There's park. We don't have a car right now, but eventually we will get a car or some type of transportation. So we will have a parking spot. The garbage comes here. There's pickup. So I mean that also includes the condo fees are in that, so we don't pay any extra for that. Um, yeah, it's there's we have surveillance on our door, so if someone does come to, I wouldn't say it's a gated community, but there's 8 units in here, and there's a wall around us, which is very common in Mexico,
yeah.
that everything is behind the walls. That's where the beauty is behind the walls. So if someone comes to the gate, we order pizza, they buzz, and we have video monitoring at our door that we can see who it is and let them in.
It is just stunning. And
Yeah.
the now, what about utilities? How much are they going to cost you extra?
Electricity we pay every 2 months, and they said it'll probably be about $45 is what it will average. Gas, I think, is somewhere around. And if we actually have AC, there's one AC unit in here above the kitchen, so when it's hot season, I likely will turn that on when I'm cooking, unless we, get a barbecue or something and do all the cooking outside, which I love to do. Rates go up quite substantially if you do use your air conditioner, so that's something we'll just have to watch. But yeah, it's on average about $45 every 2 months that we'll pay for electricity. Gas, I believe, is around 15 to 20, and that'll vary too, but that's probably about every couple of months as well. And water is included in our rent, so we don't
Oh,
have to get
water is included in the rent.
yes.
I pay $40 a month water.
Wow.
Yeah,
Water's
horrible.
included. And we have a purified water system here, so you can drink water from the filtered tap if you want. Some people don't; they still always like bottled water. I mean, but that's your choice. So yeah,
It is gorgeous. And it's 2 bedroom, right?
2 bedroom, 2 bath. Yeah, and our bathroom has 2 sinks in it, the one off the master. So that's a lovely feature. I don't like to share my sink. There's a little storage area too. And yesterday, my husband Daryl goes to me, "Did you notice the storage area that's got the cleaning supplies and the broom and everything in them? Why are you telling me this? I don't need to know where the broom is. Like, we just moved in. I have a housekeeper now."
That
Yeah.
is just perfect. Now, are you allowed, do you have a pet?
No, pets are not allowed here.
They're not allowed.
No, they're not
Ooh,
allowed here. It's in the lease. No pets and no smoking.
not even a chihuahua. I would think
No,
in Mexico a chihuahua would be like,
no,
come with the apartment. No,
no.
okay.
There are lots, and the area we're in, it's called La Floresta. So it's a subdivision between Ajijic and San Antonio, which is the town we looked at yesterday. So we're in a perfect location. Everything is walkable from here. It's about an 8 minute walk to Walmart. Restaurants are all close by. I've got a 5 minute walk to the market on Wednesdays. It's perfect, flat, so it's easy to walk and easy to get around.
$950 a month. I'm telling you, that is 2,500 to 3,000 in the
Oh,
U.S.
at
And in
least.
some places more.
Hmm.
In a place where it has the kind of weather you're at, then you're talking California, Palm Beach, if Miami, South Beach, then much, much more.
Yeah.
And people are happy to pay it.
Oh, yeah. I don't even. It would be way over the same in Canada. 2,500 to 3,000 a month. I don't think I've even seen anything like this in Canada with the pool, and well,
No,
I haven't, and the palm trees, and there's hummingbirds flying around. It's fantastic.
it is unbelievable.
Hmm.
Unbelievable. Now,
Yeah.
in the video, was that a hummingbird that flew
Yeah,
in? That
it
was a
was.
hummingbird?
That was a hummingbird. Yeah.
Are you aware a hummingbird is a very vicious little bird? A lot of people
There.
don't realize that. They you can't put their we have a up at our place in West Virginia, we have
Yeah.
something for the hummingbirds, but you can't put it near the other birds because the hummingbirds will
Oh,
attack the other birds.
they're funny little birds to watch. They're
So
like watching little attack helicopters. The way they hover, and they're at this time of day they're pretty quiet. So I was glad that one did fly into the video because they're more active, it seems, in the morning and in the evening, and they're flying all over the place. Like it's yeah,
wow. I mean, I
yeah,
love them. I just
yeah.
think they're so pretty. I just love them. Yeah.
They're fun to watch. Yeah,
Yeah, they are fun to
yeah,
watch.
yeah.
Now, what about like trash pickup? Is that extra?
No, no, that's included. That's
You're
included.
kidding me.
No, that's included.
My trash pickup is $50 a month, and I don't even make up much trash.
Wow. No, there's
Yeah.
bins right out by the parking area, and it's included. Yeah.
You
So
have just you have really struck it rich there. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
it it's for us, it's absolutely perfect. It's when you write
Yes.
down your goals and say, okay, this is the kind of house that I want, and I want a gardener. I want someone to come clean my house once a week. I want a pool. I want the palm trees. It's exactly, I mean, it's the place of my dreams. It really, really is. Really
I
is.
think it's a
And
place of
walkable, you know.
walkable. Yeah. Folks, picture yourself there because you can be. You
Yeah.
can be. That's the incredible thing.
Yeah.
Let's say a person has Social Security. I think in the US, average Social Security check is around 2,300, right? You go if they were where you are, less than half of that goes into the rent, and they have all the rest of it
Yeah.
as to live the good life.
And really, south of the border, Mexico is considered on the higher end of living. So housing is a little more expensive here than if you would do Nicaragua or further south. But the other costs, I mean, still, like you said, comparable to the US, you are not going to find this in the United States or Canada for 950 a month. You're not.
Oh,
And you can go to a restaurant here and have a fantastic meal for two people, including drinks, for $40 total. Like, go to the markets and same thing, your groceries, 4 bags full, and it's maybe $20 of fresh
you're
vegetables and
kidding me.
empanadas and meat, eggs. Like it's
4 bags full of groceries. I'm
oh,
telling you, at the Weiss down the street from me where I shop,
mhm.
4 bags full of groceries. I don't care what's in them. You got $100 plus.
Oh,
It's
easy,
$100 plus. Yeah,
easy, yeah,
yeah.
easy, yeah,
So that is absolutely fantastic.
yeah.
Fantastic. And you can walk in the restaurants within walking distance?
Oh, yes, yeah. 5 minute walk to restaurants. It's a little further to Ajijic. It's probably about a 15-minute walk to Ajijic, but it's straight away the whole way. So, and Ajijic has 150 restaurants. So
Really?
there's a lot of options, and it's not just Mexican. There's all kinds. There's uh, German food. We've had the German restaurant. There's Chinese. There's Italian. Um, just about anything that you could possibly want. And if you like the pizzas and the burgers, they've got that stuff too. So
Now, how many units did you say are in your complex where you are?
8.
8. Are the neighbors mostly Mexicans or Europeans or Canadians, Americans? What do you think the mix is? Have you seen them?
So we met a neighbor last night, and he was American. We met a neighbor this morning. He's American. And the owners of the building are actually from Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're German. And one interesting thing about this complex is they would only take American checks for rent. I don't know why, but he said with this one, they will only accept American checks, which is worked for us perfect because we have a bank account in Texas. So
Really?
we,
They'll only take American checks.
yes, I don't know why, but that's their preference. Where we were before, we just paid when we sublet when we first got here, we just paid cash.
Right.
So, but that was a Mexican that owned that unit. So it's different when you rent from the Mexicans or when you rent from someone else. And it's the leases are all different. Like the lease that we signed was 9 pages. It's the most in-depth lease that I have seen from any lease that we have signed. It was quite in depth.
That is in depth.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I mean, like were there a lot of small print requirements or something?
There's certain things they cover, like if it's common here in Mexico that if you rent from Mexicans, you will have to cover the costs of everything in your apartment that may go wrong. So if your refrigerator breaks, you may have to pay for that. So it's important to ask these questions before you do lease something here to look at the lease, because with ours, we're not responsible for large repairs, but if something is a repair of $45 or less, then we have to pay for that.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's pretty minimal. And if there is something large that does happen, there's a $45 deductible that we pay, but the owner is responsible. Like where we were subleasing, the fan quit working, the ceiling fan, and who we were subleasing from, if they have to fix that, they're going to charge me for it. So there's little quirks and stuff that you need to know. So
Yeah.
reading the lease is super important.
Reading the lease is very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very important. What else was covered in the lease?
How long? What term is the lease? 6 months? A year?
It's a 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year is the most common here. We have seen 6 months, but 1 year seems to be the most popular. And on ours, we cannot sublet to somebody else. Like it says in there, you can't rent this out on Airbnb or you can't sublet it. Only 4 people can live in here. And that's it. Where we were when we first got here, we sublet that from another Canadian. So, for her, it worked out good. She wanted out of her lease. She wanted to move to a different place. She could sublet it out. So, it all just depends what you want and what you're looking for. Another interesting thing that they had in this lease that we hadn't seen before was we signed promissory notes for the rent. So there was 10 promissory notes for us to sign. So when we give them our rent check each month, they give us a promissory note back. I thought that was interesting.
Very nice. I've never heard of such a thing, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hadn't either. What else? Go ahead.
I guess that helps cover the owners of the complex. Yeah. I mean, if they got a promissory note and you leave. Yeah.
And I think
are there any restrictions on noise? Was anything in the lease? My biggest nightmare in life is having somebody with a boom box move in next to me.
No.
No.
No, there was nothing. There was nothing about noise. There's a lot of retired people that are in Ajijic. A lot of retired people. So I think probably the majority of people in here are retired. We have seen some kids in here this morning, so I don't know if they're visiting or if they're living here. But so far, it's been good.
So if there was music, it got a little out. It would just be Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. Well, and it was fun. When I was working yesterday, I heard Elvis playing and ABBA playing, and I thought, why are the workers outside playing Elvis and ABBA? And it was actually my husband was playing around with the TV because we have a TV, and he was fooling around on the YouTube because it's a smart TV. This condo has everything. It's got, like I said, we've got the TV, high-end sheets, high-end bedding, high-end towels. Like it's top German cookware. It's loaded.
I mean, the cookware didn't come with the condo, did it? Are you serious?
Yes, fully with cookware, with plates. the table is set so beautifully. I don't want to use the table to eat at, so we're sitting at the breakfast bar because I don't want to take the table apart. The fancy napkins and
Is the condo furnished?
yeah,
You're kidding me.
fully furnished. We have a king size bed, washer, dryer, love seat, couch.
I
Yeah.
can't believe it.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah,
I
it's
said about
beautiful.
2,000 to 3,000 for the condo, that would be totally empty. You
It
know,
would be
that's if you
empty.
want to sleep on the floor.
It would be empty and you would not have a TV.
It's a great deal.
It is, yeah.
You did a good job. Your
thrilled.
husband did a good job. Daryl did a great job.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
really good at finding places. Like he's usually the one who finds where we're going to be living. So, but yeah, we're thrilled to be here a year. And maybe longer. I mean, if we love it, we'll stay longer. But it's so nice to have the anchor now, where we can unpack our suitcases. I mean, how odd to show up with a 1-year lease and it was 5 suitcases and some groceries, and it's fully. There's nothing we have to do. There's no boxes we have to unpack or anything. So, yeah,
This is great.
Cool.
This is great. So now Wandering Charlotte has a wonderful home base.
Yeah. I have a home base. So it'll make it nicer and easier to explore a little bit more around Mexico because we won't have to pack and haul 5 suitcases everywhere.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That is excellent. So now you don't really need a car, do you?
No, we don't. No, because we can walk to everything.
You can walk to everything.
Yeah.
And as we've said before, bus service in these Latin American countries is very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. There's really good bus service.
Yeah.
Through all the towns. And there's a bus that goes to Guadalajara. So you don't have to have a car here. It's just more for convenience. Yeah, we have good internet here. There's different internet companies in Mexico, and it's very important to know which internet company to use.
Really?
Total Play is awesome.
And by the way, my internet's $125 a month, and yours is free,
Oh, wow.
right?
Yeah. It's included.
Life is not fair.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, I should mention there's one other thing I wanted to mention about the lease that I hadn't seen before. We have 15 days after moving in to report if something goes wrong. So if something breaks, we have 15 days to report, and we're not responsible for any of it then. So
it's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. Let me ask you one more question before we go. Were the people nice? I know for some reason I'm obsessive about that. I like people I buy from to be nice. Were they nice?
Yes, we actually, when we came here, it was pouring rain yesterday. So we had the taxi just drop us off, and we were a little bit before the property management company. So we were just waiting outside the gate. We didn't have the code to get in or anything. And this guy comes out and he's, "Are you guys stuck out here?" We're like, "Yeah, but we're just waiting for Tony." And he's, "Oh, well, I can let you in. Do you want me to let you into your unit?" And actually, he was actually the owner, which we didn't realize. So he must have been waiting for us. And so, yeah, he helped us haul our stuff in and showed us where to check the gas. And we're like, "No, we'll wait for Tony to go into the unit." And yeah, he came right in, and he's from Germany, but I tell you, he's fluent in English and fluent in Spanish. And
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. This is great. For some reason, I feel at home. So thank you for welcoming us to your Casa Nueva.
My casa. Mi casa, su casa.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. This is just fantastic. Yeah. So this is where we'll see you from each week now.
And well, until we go to an exploration vacation or something,
exploration
when we
trip,
hit some new destinations. So
this is great. Congratulations. Tell Daryl we say congratulations.
I will. Thanks, Carter.
Thank you, folks. That you cannot possibly in the U.S. I know we have viewers in Canada, Germany, you can't match it wherever you are. So get hold of Charlotte and become her neighbor there. It's fantastic. $950 for all of that furnished. They even provide the silverware and plates. Come on, folks. Let's do this thing.